It's Simplex Radio Net. And is there any emergency or party drive? Very good. If there is an emergency of any kind, call 911. Call us next, or call us next anyway, just to chat with us. See if we can make you feel better. Is there any? No, there's no emergency traffic, but it can be at any time. You can call if you have to. Prefer you didn't. We prefer no emergencies, actually. You can see us right now on YouTube, which is just type in the K4PEW into the search block, you'll see my little radio screen up there, and you'll be able to hear everyone else well, you'll hear everybody I can hear on the net. You can also go to our regular or irregular or odd website, 146415.net. 146415.net, and that's got some Simplex information, some pretty useful information, I think. Also, you can see us on our groups.io site. It has the groups, that's groups.India Oscar, and has the it does have our schedule up there for our net schedules, and there's something about that. And also, you can email me if you need information. Oh, by the way, at the groups.io, just do a search for MJSS, for Mount Juliet Simplex Society. There's not only two S's in it. Mount Juliet Simplex Society. Where was I? Oh, yes. Or you can contact me at K4PEW@ARRL.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. At 8 p.m. I think I just said that. And we do that on 146415. And tonight we're doing it on here, and then we're following it up with a 2-meter upper sideband on 144.240. I had to think about that for a second. 144.240. And then onward and upward or downward in this 50.135 upper sideband, which is in the 6-meter band, 50.135 upper sideband. Purpose of that is to have fun, figure out who we can hear, who we can't hear, and hopefully make corrective actions to improve your station so you can hear more people. It isn't always possible, I'll give you that. I mean, if you're way over on the east side of me by 10 or 15 miles and you're trying to talk to Ashland City, that may not be happening, depending upon your elevation and the terrain in between. That's why the YouTube gives you a nice opportunity to listen to what's going on if you can't hear it from your station. Events and activities, I don't even feel like going over them again. Excuse me, the 31st coming up at Wilson County Fairgrounds. I think everybody knows about that, but there'll also be reminders going out. That's a big one, so go there. And then Huntsville Ham Fest, which is the August 21st, which is also a big one. And spend all your big money here locally, and then you can go down to Huntsville and spend what little money your wife have left in the purse down there. Does anybody have any other announcements for the net? I hear nothing. I had a nice time today. I was over to the little service at the funeral home in Hermitage for Donnie Biggs, K4OFO Silent Key, and it was real nice. And KB4SFN gave a nice. It was 4 or 5 people that gave up. They had scheduled ahead of time to give a tribute to what about Donnie and what he was all about. And he gave one about what Donnie was doing in ham radio and how well he liked it and how well he had fun with it and helped others to have fun with it as well. Anyway, Tom did a great job on it. Let's see, what else do I have here? No more announcements, no more corrections to announcements. Tonight is that net number 709, starting from the south. We're going to be taking people short on time, and then first time check-in. I'm hearing somebody break my squelch, but I don't hear anything. On time, do we have any first time check-ins? Yeah, I think I'm hearing that machine up there. I don't know where it is, but I don't think it has anything to do with it. Can anybody else hear that signal? Yeah, it's I think it's part of us though, is it? No, don't think so. Anyway, all righty then. We'll just go ahead and start taking check-ins from the south. Please come now.
KM4, KQ for November Yankee Bill.
Hey, hold on 1 second, Bill. Tony beat you to the punch. Tony, Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. What's up?
Mostly the sky.
Yeah, there's some satellites up there and some other paraphernalia.
All right. I don't want to hold everybody up. I know everybody's got rats to kill. So tonight we're brought to you by Pappy Phillips.
Excellent. I don't want to ask what they're pressurized with or by.
Well, I'm real change in my head. I was going to call it Paul's pressurized penguin pellets, but I thought better of it.
Wouldn't have mattered. He's in Smyrna. He is genuinely, he rounds up sponsors for the Nets, and they sponsor the Nets. We don't get anything out of it, but they're a good sponsor. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec, Tony in Smyrna. Who else is out?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Ken and Smyrna.
Hey, did you make it to that Donnie thing? I thought you were going to try.
No, sir. I got up and Lot took over, and I went in. I didn't have any choice in the matter.
Oh, no, I get it. I get it. Well, there was 2 hams Tom for the service, but there was others that were there yesterday as well as before I got there. So, but hamdom was, well, let's put it this way: no tags, or we didn't wear our ham hats or our ham we're carrying any antenna, so they wouldn't have known. They just thought we were friends.
Yes, sir. Well, he was a good guy. I think the world of him. And he'll always be in my memory.
There was some very nice. There was a half. Besides Tom, there were other people that gave tributes to Donnie, and they were very good. They were really very nice. One particularly was nice, and I'll say that for another day. But he was really a genuinely good guy. Anyway, that's Ken in Smyrna, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Who else is out?
What happened to me, Cam, 4 NY?
I got caught up in what I was saying. I neglected to remember. I didn't forget. I just neglected to remember. How you doing there?
All right, I guess I can let you get away with it this time. I'm sure glad you're on here because I had to quit working in the yard out there to talk with you.
Oh, I'll bet. Did you get a big rainstorm down there today?
No, I'm just trying to get caught up on a bunch of stuff.
Ah, okay. So you didn't hit a good effort. No, it's just before the net. I thought it was I didn't know whether it was a heavy or, man, all of a sudden the rain hit this house like a ton of bricks just about 10 minutes to 8.
Oh, it's been beautiful here. It's about 82. That's you go here so you get to these more important people.
There's nobody more important than whoever I'm talking to. Oh, good to have you in. KM4 November Yankee. I did get that right, didn't I have this self-doubt going on whenever I copy somebody's call down. I don't want to make it right. Anyway, Bill, good in Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee. Who always operates on solar, by the way, which is probably a neat idea. I had to consider doing, haven't gotten around to doing it. Anyway, who else is south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee.
Hey, hold on. Whoever Hey Paul was, it sounded like Carl, but I'm not sure. But I did hear Larry in there first. Larry, particularly good on that, excuse me, on its fusion tonight.
Yeah, I was a little late.
Yeah, no, just the signals were very good. I don't know whether it was just conditions that caused that. It had to be, really, because what else would make it a change?
I don't know about that. I'll let you get on with it, Paul. KE4 SYB.
All right, it was Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Was that Carl I heard in there?
No, it's Tom Paul, KM4TM, Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Tom also in Rockville. And Larry there's about, I think, a quarter of a mile from me in man. He's posting over here. Anyway, good evening, Larry and the rest of the group. Long time no see. Hope you're well.
Oh yeah, doing well as I can do for 72 years old. But no, I'm doing pains that go along with getting older. But that's why I try to keep active to stave off what is it, the angel of death, I guess it is. Huh?
Yep, yep. There's some famous philosopher once said that death smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back. So that's a morbid thought for the day. Anyway, Paul, I'm got started on my tower project, so hopefully in some period of time I'll have my X700. I'm planning on it to be 100 feet up, so hopefully that'll help my signal, and maybe I can compete with Larry, but I don't know. I doubt it. All right, back to net. Everybody, KM4TM, Tom in Rockville.
Well, you could be simplex net control for that Williamson County group that gets 60 to 100 chickens.
I think I'll let somebody else have all that excitement. I'm a little more laid back style.
We're the only creatures, animals, creatures, maybe mammals. No, I think we're the only creatures on the planet that ahead of time that we're not going to be here after a while.
Yep. They say the sun is going to incinerate the Earth in 4 billion years, and I don't think I'm going to lose any sleep over it.
Oh, I know. An article this morning about those floods that happened in Belgium and Germany, and they said this. I forget. No, the article. Blah 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 blah, and then the line right after was, they believe it was caused by global climate change. What does that have to do with the article about the flooding?
I don't know. Seems like just about anything bad that happens, it's because of global warming. But it's got to be by something else.
Yeah, no, it's really kind of funny. It's a bumper crop this year, but that was not global climate change. Very, very good. That was Tom, Kilo, Mike 4, Tango, Mike in Rockvale. Good to have you in there. K4, PEW. Who else is next south? For a while. I was just looking at your call earlier because I wanted to confirm it, and I forgot your. Don't no. Let me look it up anyway. Make me firm this up. There you go. But you don't go by Mike, don't you?
Yes, the handle's Mike here. I'm set up a little bit better than it was the other night. I've got two antennas in tandem, but I'm not very happy with it. It sounds better when I had one antenna.
Well, from where you are, I don't know exactly where you are in Laverne, but from Laverne, you should be killing me with a signal.
10 element antennas are real squished up as far as I'm concerned. I tried doing but when I hooked them up in tandem, they just went wacko on.
Well, if you've got what you see, you have tandem in my direction.
Yeah, where's the diamond? Diamond brand.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, but with that, you should sound like you're in the same room with me, pointed at me.
Yeah, well, I'm 5 watts here, I believe, but I'm only 10 foot up and slightly angled.
Oh no, I get it. If you had two 10 element beams, even with 5 watts, I would suggest to you that you'd still be over S9. You'd be 20 or 30 over because just those beams are killer. You'd have I'm guessing your gain would well, I don't know, had to be 12, two 10 element 2 meter beams. Yeah. What do you remember what the gain is on each of them?
Thing to start out with was a single from the factory. It was pretty flat across the band, but it was 144, and I tuned the driven element for 146, and beam, and then when I put two beams together, I'm high. My SWR is high to 146.
And did you buy the factory, what do you call it? The cable that goes between the.
Phasing harness that they sell, but normally for that frequency, you want a phasing harness that has, a wavelength between that and the antenna and this thing is only about 6 minutes apart, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know what to provide, but yeah, no, your signal. I just yeah, keep us posted on that because I'm intrigued on why that isn't doing so much better than that. Could have something to do with the elevation, but Laverne isn't that far from me. You're only across Percy Priest Lake from me.
Live, and I'm just sort of in a shallow pan here, west of the airport. Yeah, shot, and I'll keep on tinkering around with it. Like I said, I've got maybe 20 more foot of elevation I can put on that.
All right. Well, let me know how. Let us know how you're doing on that. And for some reason, if you need technical help, I'm sure there's people here who could help you with that. He's in Laverne, Whiskey Oscar 4 Yankee. Decent signal. I mean, I can hear you just fine. It's just that with that setup, I should be able. We should be the windows out in my shack here.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. I'll keep tinkering around with it. I appreciate you guys.
All right. What else is south? Anybody else south or east?
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, James.
I knew if I said east, I could pull you out of the woods there, huh?
Yep, right out the bar hole. Can you even hear me?
Can you hear me? Who is that?
It's Eddie, W4EBS.
Oh yeah, and I can hear you fine. Hold on one second. Are you going to be there for?
Yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure you doubled with. Well, you got killed um, by by James. That's who got killed by. So what's up, James?
Oh, rain falling about 30 minutes ago. I got that same shower you got.
Oh yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? It only lasted a short while.
Kind of water the plants around the yard, so I didn't have to go out there and do it.
Yeah, exactly. So when are you going to make it? It's so long.
Oh, I don't know. I got so much other things that happen for the family.
Oh, I know. No big deal. We like to see each other. But anyway, very good. That was James. You got anything else for the net there, James?
No, I can't think of anything.
Good. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. That's James here in Mount Juliet. And are you out and about? Are you?
Well, we were going to go riding around, and we got front porch time.
Very there, man. There's some weird conditions going on.
Well, I'm on my little AT.
Oh yeah, well I say doubling. You can hear that heterodyne,
Well, it might have been because I was swinging. I stopped.
I still hear a little something in there. No, you're good. You're good though. How much power you run on the HT?
Well, I got a low power.
Well, I'm the only one that's going to be able to hear you.
Okay, now I'm running high power.
Well, very good. You're running S7.
That's not too bad for a few miles.
No, it's not bad at all. Well, very good, Eddie. Everything else well?
Yeah, doing okay. Had some car trouble last couple of weeks. Just working around the house.
Yeah, very good. That was Eddie over in Gladeville, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. That's the imaginary community east of Mount Juliet, south of 40. I don't know if it has any. I think it's just an area. It's not really a town, is it?
Yeah, just a name.
That's right. It's named after the air freshener, is it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you later, Eddie. That was Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo. Who else is south or east? South or east? Please come in.
Okay.
Hold on there, Roy. I had KC2LFT. What's up with you, man?
Easy, Paul. Just thought I'd jump in here before the thunder got too loud. And having a good weekend.
Yeah, you got a good signal coming out of Hartsville.
Sure.
Yeah, it's I'm amazed, really. You must be are you in a really good elevation up there?
No, I'm not. I don't know. It's like 620 feet. I'm down in a little bit of a hole.
Huh. Yeah, I'm because I don't know. Besides you, another person in the last 7 years from Hartsville.
I believe you have, and that would be W4FM.
Oh yes, that's correct. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That's why I knew there was somebody else. I just couldn't remember in a while.
Nah, he's not a weekend listener.
Yeah, very good. Well, very good. Hope you're doing well up there, Rich.
I'm doing real good there, Paul, and I thank you for that. Hope you're doing as well as I am.
Well, very good. I hope so too. That was Rich in Hartsville. Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Foxtrot Tango. Roy, what's up? KO4 OKE. Very good.
Good, Paul. You got through that just fine. All is well.
Ah, very good. You don't work weekends, do you? You know when I, when I went over there for that test, when I told you I was going to for the one at night at 6:30. You need to get them to correct administratively. I went to pull into the normal lot that takes you into that the normal entrance, where you have to go through the little checkpoint and then go into the parking garage. That lot closes at 6. Well, I didn't know that, and it didn't tell me that in my appointment. So I drove around, went up to I didn't know where to park. Really, I didn't know. I thought my wife's emergency room. I said I'm not going to go to the emergency room entrance. Parked out in front of the hospital. Of course, that's closed. I walked over that way. They need to tell people that stuff.
Yeah, you're coming back up Old Belton Road towards the.
Hey, Roy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I heard someone in there, and I wasn't sure. I sort of missed what you said there, but I'll definitely get the word out.
No. Just pass it along that and that's at least on that sign is please park in the emergency area and go in that way for evening appointments.
No problem. I will sure let them know that they need better signage out there.
Yeah, I don't know what well, you know what I'm saying. I just thought about it much because they don't normally have evening appointments.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I want to get my antenna up today.
Oh, the end fed you got up?
Yeah, I got it up. Just rechecking and seems to be tuning all the way to 160.
Awesome. Were you listening to anything good?
No, I don't know how to use it.
You don't know how to use it. You get tuned up, you know how to use it.
Well, yeah, but I couldn't figure out what bands to try to listen to, what not to. That'll come, but I got some figuring out to do, Paul.
Yeah, well, again, just start spinning, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 160. Just spin the dial and look around. And you'll see it. You'll see the signals, the bigger signals you'll see coming up on the screen, so it won't be hard to identify.
Yeah, I got you. I talked to Chris a little bit about it today, and actually Brian, and I'm getting it figured out. I'm not there yet, but that's all right. I'm going to get there, and I'm really enjoying it. So anyway, hope you have a good net. KO4OK, Roy and Madison.
Yeah, very good. That's Roy in Madison. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo. Got a brand new NFED 160 through I think 6 meter antenna up and just got it up. He hasn't got it used quite well yet. Very good. That's real great, Ron. Glad to hear that. Yeah, let us know your first contact. It'll have to be in the technician part of the test at the end of the month.
Well, right now I'm planning on it. We'll see how I get, but yeah, I'm planning on it. And take her shit on the radio, just saying.
We can post it again.
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Roy's signal has come way up to me. He's almost 60 over. Of course, he's pretty close, but the other that signal. Yeah, Michael, and I'm actually hearing you now where I couldn't hear you. You're doing good.
But you didn't change the antenna, did you, on the 2-meter side?
Mid route is a little different, but no, I didn't change it. I definitely am going to have to work on some coaxial. What I've got, I mean, I've to piece it together, so that's one thing I've got to work on. But no, I haven't really changed anything.
Okay, very good. I believe it's that much more sensitive to hear Michael. In fact, Michael's not that far from you, but even Michael's saying your signal's better too.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't hear him from before, so I guess I'm starting to tune it in. So
I guess you just got a magical radio and antenna now. You're going to be king of the dips over there.
we're a little further away from that the butt track of a donkey, so I'm getting there.
Don't remind me, man. I didn't know they had cracks though. Butt cracks.
Well, I really never got that close to look. I just saw that anyway.
Very good. Again, Roy, Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo, or east, south or east? That's where we are, south or east. I didn't say north yet, did I?
Nope, and ADM, you too.
Jump in. All right, very good. How you doing there, Carl?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
You had a good net after the DMR, and I didn't. Well, you started off with D-Star, don't you?
Then end up with D-Star.
Okay, very good. Did you have much activity tonight?
Yeah, it's
Okay, good. Just glad to hear. No, the signal sounded good tonight.
okay. Good deal. You got. I'll let you get on with it. Thanks for doing the net, bud. NADNUT.
Yeah, very good. And that's Carl and November 8, November Uniform Tango, who does the DMR, D-Star, and Yaesu Fusion Net on Saturday nights at 7:30 p.m. at 146-460. If you need information on that, just look on the front page of the group's IO site, and you'll see that what the settings are for the DMR. Anyway, who else is east or north? Please come in. Hey, what's up there, Mr. Kevin?
I ain't not too involved today. Got finished raining a little bit ago. It come down pretty good. I didn't expect that. I looked on the web and on the phone, and it's like a surprise little storm pop up. But there's not a whole lot going on every day. Nothing really changes around here. Oh, wait a minute. I went outside out of the house today. Other than cutting the grass and whatnot, I went to the stores and was shocked by food prices and all the prices and whatnot. I guess that's the way it is nowadays. I shouldn't stay in the house most of the time. Most part, everything's well here. The garden looks good. The kids are good. The wife's good. The dogs are good. Everybody. So am I. I hope everybody out there has a good night. God bless you. And Paul, thanks for letting me come in and pull on you, friend.
Yeah, very good, Kevin. And of course, everybody should know Kevin. He's got a nice signal there in Lebanon. Kilo Golf 4 Mike India's west of downtown, a mile or two. and on, I think it's Main Street. Isn't that Main Street, Kevin? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I forget what it's. And that's is that or is that not Route 70 when it goes through there?
Yeah, it is. It's same road that if you come out there, like you're going towards, the Walmart out there, just take the left and follow it all the way down. It'll be Main Street in Lebanon if you took a right at the McDonald's down there at the end of the road.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got it. Now we've reached the point of Walmart saturation in this country, and all roads lead to Walmart,
Too, and it failed.
man. Yeah, well, unfortunately, everything in Walmart seems to be coming from China. Food coming in to the United States from China, but it does.
That's right, scary. I didn't realize that. I might have to check that out. No, I really didn't know that. The hell, that how they get food from China here sealed or something? You'd think it's raw or something. Like you couldn't make a tomato last come across the sea, would you?
I know this for certain. I don't know about a bunch of. I'm not saying the canned goods or any of that stuff, but the when you go over to the frozen food department, and whole bunches of their bags of frozen fish are coming from China. My wife refuses to buy it, and
You know what? It's not a bad idea not to buy that because I was just watching a video and everything. The emergency, whatever commission, nuclear commission, went over there and they said, hey, and it's leaking into the ocean here. You're killing your fish and whatnot. And they said, well, we'll just raise the level of radiation. So they raised the radiation level and fixed it. And so it's probably a good thing fishing them from over there.
yeah, I wouldn't. Plus, yeah, they just. Well, I just have this opinion that they don't have the same we do here in this country. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't eat that much fish anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I did notice that the shrimp and the there was from China. I don't know. I just think that we should be able to supply our own fish. I would think, but I guess not. All right, that was Kevin in Lebanon. Who else is east or north?
W9BOQ.
Stephen. We had what's it called? We had Dennis in. How you doing, Dennis?
Good, I'm mobile. I'm at Old Park Marina. I'm playing a blues gig and we just took a break.
Oh wow, you got a killer signal.
Pretty close, I think, right, Elmel?
I'm not sure where you are on Hill Pike.
I'm about 2 miles off the interstate, I guess.
Okay, well that's not that far away. I mean, what is it? 8-10 miles? What are you?
Well, good. I talked to K4IDC today. He's good in his recovery.
Oh, he was on the radio today?
Yeah, on the way in, I talked to him for about 30 minutes, I think.
Awesome. I was in the midst of something in the other side of the house. I had no idea who you were talking to because I had the radio real low.
Well, it was nice. Then it got humid. I'm in the car right now with the air on. And anyway, I'll be back home around 11. So you have a good night, and I'm kind of a short timer. So W9BOQ.
That's Dennis Whiskey 9 Bravo Oscar Quebec. He's stationary mobile, and on a break on a gig over on Elm Mill Pike. Keyboard, by the way. Steven, Whiskey 4 Whiskey Kilo Uniform. How you doing, then?
Pretty good, Paul.
I'm doing great. It's a good night because I can hear you well.
Yeah, we don't have great conditions, but I can hear you.
I haven't been on one in about a week and a half.
Not good. It's
Well, care for it, or they're just forgetful.
I think everybody's out doing their own thing after being released from COVID. So probably the winter time bring everybody back together.
Well, I think you're right about that actually, because again, it's numbers aren't because you don't really know who's listening and not participating. But in our case on this net, we dropped 20 to 25% on occasion. Instead of being in the 30s and 40s, we've dropped recently into the. So I'm not, it's not upsetting. It's whoever shows up, shows up.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it too. See who shows up.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. It really is. Even if it's just two of you, it's we do that normally.
Yeah, I've had nets like that.
Yeah, I know. Well, very good. It was good to hear from you, Steve. Hope you're doing all right.
Thursday came right through 70.
Oh wow. Anything important?
I was lost on the motorcycle coming home.
Oh, where were you coming home from?
Smoking.
Oh, and you made your way across 70 to, and then headed north somewhere along when you hit what?
Okay, drive.
Yeah, it's. How'd you get on 70? Would you just driving off the interstate?
Avoiding a rain shower.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, very good. I hope you had a good time in the Smokies.
I just saw lots of wildlife, lots of bears up close and personal. Baby bears. They're really beautiful animals. Glad to see that Mama was not around when we saw that.
Yeah, she may have been watching out of the corner of her eye. You know that.
Comment. Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, very good, Steve. Good to have you in Kilo uniform. Well, what was up there? Did I hear Richard?
Yeah, tell Steve I've been trying to check into his net and I don't guess I'm making it up there.
Yeah, now he can hear you tonight.
Well, I'm hearing him pretty good tonight too for some reason, but your basis has been kind of slim.
Well, yeah, it's hit and miss from where you are to him because obviously I usually better than you, but that's just a question of where I am versus where you are.
Yeah, you're a little bit better. Y'all carry on. I just want to put the 2 cents for me, man. Go ahead and Paul, if you will, check me in the better half in KI4SRB. Could talk to you later, KI4SRB. Back to that. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. That was Richard, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo, and Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. They're also in Lebanon, just west of downtown. Who else is east or north?
KB9RTK.
Hey, how are you doing? Were you able to make it over to the viewing yesterday?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the service was good because Tom did a nice job. Probably who I didn't know, but he was. Donnie had met him when he was 12, and through family passed on to him and kind of helped him through a real troubling family time. And he had really nice things to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of. But seeing that head up there, that's what got me.
Yeah, it's in fact was his brother here yesterday as well.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, he had the same mannerisms. Like there was no way that you didn't know that was his brother.
Yeah, I know. I saw him as soon as I came in. It was I thought I was seeing a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he had 3 other brothers, but and they're all that had passed away before him. That was his last brother, and then he got a bunch of sisters. But yeah, you could totally tell that was his brother.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I had seen some of the stuff on the obituary. And the 5 brothers and 5 sisters. What a family.
Big family, just like the last
name. Very good. You doing all right yourself?
Yeah, doing okay. Glad today wasn't a big, washout. Actually, work on the yard and test out a new weed whacker. Doesn't sound like fun, but it was because it We bought an electric one, battery powered. I got a couple gas ones, and they're starting to get heavy for me.
Yeah, well, it isn't that they're necessarily so heavy. It's just that none of them seem fit for me to operate them without straining my lower back.
That's what I mean. And then they don't like running sideways. Sometimes I want to turn them, and the gas doesn't want to work that way. It keeps dying, and I'm like, yeah, they got a lot more power, but I don't really need the power. I need to be able to do it quickly.
For a bush hog.
No, no. Just use it to, got a couple landscaping walls and edging. But yeah, no, it was good. Good that I got to go out there. I kind of took it easy. On, what's going on, and but it is what it is. I'm glad I got to go there and people there from different. He was using a lot of different things, and some of it was quite shocking. What you don't know about people, it was all good with him though.
Oh yeah, no, just like I said I've heard it in the thing I sent out on the group is that Donnie was one of the good guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean all the police department had done but get good things to say.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's well nobody's gonna let's put it this way, another way really gets up and says bad things about somebody who's passed away. But I have a hard time believing there was many bad things, if any. Everybody makes mistakes, but he was like one guy got up. The one guy who got up there and said something, he goes, "It's hard not to love Donnie as soon as you met him."
Right. I guess I'll put it another way. There was who said it, but somebody made a comment that there was some other people at the department that nobody wanted to show. It's the difference, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. Well, very good. Yeah, he had lots of family and lots of friends, obviously. It's unfortunately, I think that in his case, 75 was too young.
To be honest with you, I didn't even. He was 75. He didn't, really act like he was 75. Not that there is a way that you act when you're 75, but you know what I.
Was the guy that he always appeared more interested well, he was interested in getting himself better, like in ham radio. Obviously, based upon what I heard from the testimonies, he was very active in church, and he was active in helping other people aside from ham radio. But that was want to help people either way. It wouldn't matter what he was. He was doing railroad train, model trains or airplanes. He'd be doing.
Okay, 4CYJ.
Hey, Jim, hold on.
All right. Yeah, well, we I guess life goes on, and we just have to. Again, my biggest thing is, the older you learn, and I'm getting to that age where I'm starting to have to deal with this more and more often. I don't like it, happen, then you start thinking about your parents and everything else. And I'm like, yeah, I got to get ready for what's gonna happen.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's kind of the whole game. Is you don't think about it much in your youth. You don't really understand you're getting older. So yeah, it's a wake up call for a lot of people. Um, I don't like it either. Losing friends and relatives. It's all inevitable. It's like I was telling my son, who is he's 36 this year, but I told him this when my father died in 2000, and I know he wouldn't necessarily understand the implications. I said, my grandfather died, and here I am at how old was I? At 50. I said, here my dad died.
Yeah, it really makes you think, and either you can be down about it, or you can and say, okay, I'm going to do this to make myself better. And the other thing is make sure that you don't keep putting it out. Either goals or telling people, like family that you love them, and keeping in touch with them and everything. especially if you got, like, my family's kind of spread out now in different states. So it's like, yeah, maybe I need to talk to, my sister, kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, it's good. It gives you that, yeah, it makes you feel like you want to be better connected to your family and friends. You're right. Frank, he's in Northwest Mount Juliet. Great signal, and had a nice tribute right there to Donnie. Jim, what's up? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Oh yeah, I'm doing fine. I didn't know if I was. I knew I was late. I didn't know if you were calling for late check-ins or if you were in a rag tube or what else. I didn't know.
If you haven't figured out, we're always in a rag tube portion of the net.
Well, that checking in late. We had to give a fireworks show to the 7-year-old grandchild, so she takes preference.
Yeah, absolutely. Family takes precedence over, well, definitely over me and ham radio.
But they implemented new things at work, and so have been having to go in an hour late, staying hours later. So got that going for us. Other than that, everything's about normal over here.
Yeah, very good. And
oh yeah, so far my mom is still in rehab. Been there since December 20th. And the only thing that really keeps me going is her thinking she's going to get out of there. So and we don't burst her bubble at all. So she's going to rehab again, and she's just got to be able to get up and get do things for herself, which right now. So yeah, the time will come when we're all that way, I think.
yeah, I'm just planning on getting hit.
Well, didn't you get hit by a car or a van or something like that? It just wasn't big enough?
That was just a trial. Too big and it was too small.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you needed a bigger vehicle to hit you. I got you.
Yeah, that was just a test. Only partially got me.
Well, I can speak for a few others. I'm happy and glad you're still with us.
Yeah, that's my wife said. She said, anybody else probably would have died. I said, well, I guess I bounced pretty good. I don't know.
Anyways, I didn't know if that was still going on. I just got here, turned the radio on, but sorry to break in front of everybody. Yeah, it's Jim, north of Woodbury. Good to hear everybody. KE4TYJ.
Yeah, very good. That was Jim, like you said, north of Woodbury in the hills. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Anybody else? Where was it? East or north at this point? East or north?
Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Alpha Mike.
Hello, Mr. Sam. How you doing?
I'm good, Paul. It's good to hear you guys tonight. Just finished up playing over at Watertown. They had a real nice festival out there. They had a couple of stages, had a bunch of grand pianos. I've never been to Watertown, but that's a nice little community. It looks like they're trying to drive some tourism over there. I would like to go see Dennis out at Elm Hill Marina, man. I heard him talking the other night about the guitar players being too loud. Guitar players get such a bad rap. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing all right. What's the frequency for the 6-meter net later on?
50.135.
Roger. That's all I got, man. Thanks, Paul.
All right, very good. That's Sam. He's in Nashville, and he just got back tonight from the jazz festival that was going on in Watertown. Was there a good turnout, Sam?
It's hard to say. I don't know what it looked like in years past. I think the crowd was a little bit smaller this year than maybe it had been a couple of years back. And of course, the rain didn't help much on that. What was neat, I got to find out about. They run the Tennessee Railway excursion out there, and so you could hop on the train and come out from Nashville. And that would be a real fun way to do it, man. Next time, I think I'm gonna have to check out that excursion line.
That would be good. Quickly said, because I thought that train, the Nashville, what the heck do they call that thing? I've never been on it. The one that travels right through Mount Juliet and goes to Lebanon. What's the name of it? The Music City Rail or something?
Star, yeah. And Roger, Roger. That goes from Lebanon to downtown.
But that doesn't go on to Watertown, does it?
No, I don't think that line does. But you know, the Tennessee Railway Museum runs a line out to Delmonico Winery, which I'm not sure exactly what city that's in, but it's west of Lebanon. It's on past that, and they also have other little, you know, excursions. They have like a murder mystery train, and they have different wine tasting dinners and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I met a guy who was one of the actors in that train the other day. He works for the county.
Yeah, I'd like to do that sometime. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time. Anyway, that's Sam in Nashville. Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Alpha Mike. Who else is east or north? Any place anywhere? East, north, west, south? Late check-ins. Please come now.
TAW, David and Madison.
Hey, David. What's up with you? I heard you on the. You heard my signal pretty well there on the digital.
Oh yeah, it's full scale. Sounding real good. I was hearing everybody real good. I kind of like that. Yeah, just trying out the FTM 300. I'm talking on it right now.
Yeah, it's interesting how really Yesu did jump on that in a good way, and it's a lot easier. At least I've never messed with D-Star. I know of the programming issues and how it's set up, but I've never had one. And the DMR is a little confusing to a lot of people. At least it was to me. And D-Star, Yesu Fusion makes it easy.
Yeah, especially Simplex. I don't know about going through repeaters and hotspots and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, just push one button and boom, you're on digital, ready to go. It doesn't have all that digital IDs and talk groups and all that stuff you got to deal with. It's just boom, hit the button and you're done.
Well, look in the book, and you'll see that going into a repeater isn't so difficult. It's pretty easy, really. And then going into a repeater and going into, I've never done it, but it tells you about how you can pick out repeaters in other countries or other places. You can tie in through a repeater, obviously.
Yeah, it's a lot to learn. I really got to learn all the DMR stuff. It's kind of slowing me down a little bit. Got the radio programmed with some standard FM frequencies, but just haven't quite mastered the digital stuff quite yet.
Well, join the club. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I picked up a 70 centimeter DMR radio a few years ago, and while I got it kind of lined up and everything going well, but we only got 5 watts. It isn't so cool on 70 centimeter.
No, you really need a good antenna for that.
Yeah. Anyway, good to have you in there. That was David, November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey. You just got that new used Yaesu, the radio that does the fusion. And it was on the Fusion Net tonight, which, by the way, is every Saturday night, 7:30. If you got DMR or D-Star or Yaesu C4 FM Fusion, you can jump into that net on 146.460. Anybody else late checking?
KM4 YRF Mike in Belshire.
Did I not call West?
Nope.
Well, I was trying to avoid you, man.
No doubt. I'm actually at home tonight and able to check into all 3 nets, so I'm a happy camper.
Oh, cool. All 3. Well, you should have been able to do 4. Well, you just got home, so you couldn't do the DMR. I mean, the D-Star.
No, I did. I checked in on the Fusion net.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you did. So that makes 4 nets.
That's right. I forgot that one.
All righty. Everything else going well with your daughter?
Yeah, she's making some strides physically, and she can actually walk down the street, around the little cul-de-sac and back now without the walking boot on, and so that's good. And she's getting stronger every day.
Yeah, that's good. Like I said, you can still have hope about all those other cognitive issues.
Yeah, I think it'll come. It's just gonna take some time.
Well, I'll give you an example when I say this. I knew a woman, this is back in the 70s. She got bitten by a mosquito, And I don't know how it happened, whether it was encephalitis or I have no idea what caused it. It's in Florida, and she had a husband, and he owned the local business I was familiar with, and she also had several children. She was about 25, 30 years old, maybe a little older. She was in her 30s. She lost all of her memory of her life completely. She didn't know her husband, didn't know her family. Eventually, they came back. They stayed married. They worked their way through that.
Well, I imagine that would definitely be tough.
Yeah, well, I got two ex-wives I'd like to forget about.
Okay, I don't blame you for that. Hey, can you believe the 10-meter net we had Sunday night? That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, like I told you, if I get a 10-meter net like that, I'm just going to pretend I don't hear any of them. 36 check-ins is killer.
Yes, I know, and it was fun. They just kept coming.
Yeah, well, obviously the band was open because they were. I didn't check the list again when you posted it today, but it was as diverse as everything from Pennsylvania to, I want to say, Michigan and Texas and all over the east, eastern half of the country.
It was like 16 different states: Iowa, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Indiana, Texas, Michigan, Alabama, Indiana, Missouri, New York, Illinois, Massachusetts, Maryland, and Minnesota.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So you can, what you need to do though is send them all QSO cards and see if they'll reply.
Well, I've already had two people to send me a confirmation on QRZ, so there's some there, and I had to leave right after the net because I was supposed to bring food to Emily on the way home, and so I was in a rush to leave, and I didn't get to log in until yesterday. So uh, I'm gonna kind of follow up with that.
Well, as far as the doing the posting and that stuff, since we don't have any rules, you don't even have to post it.
Well, it just so happened that the net was so good, I wanted to post this one.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's not like it's mandatory. It's nice, but it's not mandatory. I mean, I do that for every net, and um, even when I say really stupid things in there, nobody replies. So I don't even know if anybody's reading the darn thing.
I do every time.
Well, the one it was either the last net or the one before there where I talked. One group was I said we had 40, whatever it was, 30. I didn't say check-ins. I said knuckleheads, and the other ones were I forget what I said now.
I must have been reading that one really fast because I don't remember that.
Now you take a look because I think people do breeze through. They just look at the numbers, but I had three different names for the three different groups, and I don't know. It might have been knuckleheads, pencil necks, and geeks. I don't remember what I put on it.
I did see that now. I remember that.
I just try to see if I can get anybody to respond.
That's because nobody's figured out which group they belong in yet.
I guess I don't know. No, that's all in fun. I mean, that's why I do. I try to keep it lively and hopefully somewhat interesting.
Okay, I guess I've got nothing else. I'll turn it back to KM4YRS.
Yeah, very good. That's Michael, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He does the 10-meter net on Sunday nights on 28.415 at 7:30 p.m. and does a fine job. They've been doing that for about 18 months or better. It's a little better than 18 months, I think. And like I said, they had 36 check-ins, I think, but they were from all over the country, including some locals, obviously. But Michael also fills in for me usually when I'm not here because I know that the net has to go on. It's like show business. Anyway, who else is Wes?
KO4OTV.
Hey, how you doing, man? What is it? Over the Vainbow? How you doing, Joel?
I'm good, my friend. How you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Trying to stay out of that wet, muggy, rainy weather out there.
At first I didn't think I even got through. I had my radio set on the A band instead of the B band. I was talking through the B band, and I thought, "Dadgummit, I bet I didn't even get in there."
No, you were in there fine.
Yeah, I'm running on high power today. I've been talking to a few folks. Well, I guess I was up in somewhere, Marion County, Kentucky. I think I was talking to a minute ago. So I see on YouTube, I'm taking little 20 plus, I think.
Oh yeah, you're doing great.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, I've just been sitting around studying, looking at antennas to buy because I'm taking my general Thursday evening. I think it's 7 p.m. in Dixon.
Oh, awesome. You're ready, are you?
Oh yeah, I haven't scored less than an 86 on it in about 2 weeks. So, and I take it about twice a day. So I think I'm ready.
Yeah, that's good. Now I'm trying to remember when they give you that test, they're giving you the standard. Is it 50 questions for the general? I forget.
It's only 35, but the 50 is the extra.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, they only give you 35 out of the whole pool. That's right. That's when you guys, when I say when you guys, I've done the same thing on QRZ. And when you take that test, they just give you 35 random questions.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And the pool, I do believe, is 463 questions. It could be something like that.
I don't know. I don't know. I just got enough right that I passed. That's all I care about.
Man, I heard that. I feel you. And I'm going to tell you, the first 2 weeks of studying this, man, my brain hurt so much that I was like, man, I don't know if I want to go through this or not.
No, I know it's a lot. It really is a lot to absorb, and that's why I had a fairly strong technical background, and I got through it in a relatively, I'm not gonna say it was easy because it wasn't easy, because I had never messed with really radio stuff before. But what I'm saying is that I get flabbergasted when I see people who have no technical background. You know, they had nothing in school. Didn't go through engineering stuff. They didn't have trades. They went in and studied for this and they passed it. So I give them the credit. Mine, I have to do well. They pass, and that's like a miracle.
Man, you got that right. I feel the same way because I've been a low voltage tech most of my life, but you know, I'm like you. I've never messed with any of the radios besides scanners. You know, I've been a united scanner guy forever, and I've always had some sort of police scanner or which I got scanners around here that'll do just about any band you can think of except for digital. Now you know everything's kind of went to that, but yeah, I wouldn't. You know, when I first got into this, you know, the technician at first was a little tough, but I didn't think it was, you know, nowhere near as complicated as the general. I thought the general, getting into that, you know, they say, I don't know, what is it, 40% of the questions in the technician are also on the general, but I'm not seeing that much.
Well, you know, you do as long as you're getting the questions. You know, you're getting 80 in the 80s on every test, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I took it this morning and last night, and I got a 91 both times. So, and it's, you know, it changes. You know, I'm using the hamradioprep.com app, and I've been doing that, you know, and every time you take the test, it's a little different, you know, and it adds you something you haven't seen on each one. So I try to take it at least twice a day just to, you know, refresh my memory, and I do it every day. I've been really persistent on it for the last, I don't know, month or so. And I feel like I'm pretty confident I'm going to be all right.
Oh yeah, I think I told you. You know, if people would spend just even 30 minutes to an hour a day just studying and going through the question pool and looking up the answers, you don't have any idea what the heck they're talking about. You know, you'd spend 30 days doing that. That's a lot. You know, if that's 30 hours, you should be able to pass. You know.
Oh, no doubt. You know, that's what they say. They say on the general, it's usually 40 hours worth of studying to enable to pass it. And I think the amateur extra was 50 or 55 hours, something like that. But yeah, and I believe it. And I've been doing it since I don't know, June 8th, I guess, is when I started studying, somewhere in there.
Well, that's good. I think you'll do fine. Yeah, make sure you keep us when are you taking the test?
It'll be Thursday, and I really like to get on some of these 6 and 10 meter nets. But the thing is, man, the radios are like non-existent right now, and I mean, even some of the antennas are getting that way.
Yeah. No, you're right. There's some shortages. I know they're still out there, but sometimes the lead time is weeks.
Yeah, I know. And look, I ordered a ICOM 7300 on the 25th of June, and now they pushed it back to the 12th of August. So who knows when I'll see it? And I've even seen on some of the websites it's the 26th when it'll arrive if you order today type stuff, you know.
Wow, they're looking at least 6 or 7 weeks lead time. Wow.
And I'm going to tell you, I think by the time it's all said and done, I'll be waiting at least 2 months.
Wow. Yeah, apparently it's due to those disruptions in the force. That's what I'll call it. Disruptions in the supply chain.
Yeah, well, you know, I was very curious about this, and I ended up finding out that there was at the ICOM factory, there was where they make the diodes for the machines that actually burned to the ground back in November. And right now, it's really starting to, all the radios they already had made have sold out. Well, now they're at a point where I guess they're just, trying to wait on diodes to build these machines and all these radios. It's kind of crazy.
Wow. Yaesu wasn't implicated in the fire, were they?
No, and I'm thinking about getting a 991 because of it, but they're about sold out too. And I also thought about getting is it DX10? I think it is. It's a little about $400-500 more expensive. I even thought about canceling my order on that, but I wanted just a HF rig because I've already got two 2-meter radios that I use in my shack. So I thought, well, I'll just go with a 6-meter through 160 and go that route, But I really don't want to do all in one radio really at this point because of all the other stuff I have.
Oh no, I get it. I get it completely. Well, very good. That was Joel. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor, and very good luck. I hope you have a good time with that test coming up. That'll be interesting to hear. Good results, I think.
Yeah, I hope so, buddy, man. I appreciate it.
All right, very good. That was Joel again. He's over in a little west of Joelton, Ashland City area. Great signal though too. Got a good elevation over there. Anybody else late checking?
KG4 LV.
Hey Jack, I thought about you this morning. You know that.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it. I was out in the garden. I don't take my phone out there. Afraid I'll lose it. I was going to tell you I really enjoyed the link in the email about the space weather. I read that today.
Oh yeah, that's some interesting stuff. It just a lot of it goes right over my head.
Well, it's she does explain in there when the conditions are right for amateur radio. It's good and it's coming around. Let's open it up.
Yeah, no, it is good. It's we're probably going to see a lot more activity. I hope, just like we did on that 10-meter segment, and that's been happening more frequently recently. Those 10-meter opening, it seems to be a good indicator. But I didn't even, it's funny in that thing they talked about the sun. I never think about the sun going in, or revolving.
Yeah, it does. But speaking of that, I wanted to say hats off to Michael. You did a great job on all the DX last Sunday night, and yeah, they just kept on coming. I just couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable, and you did a great job, Michael. You're just saying that because it's true. You're right. Thanks, Jack. All right, Paul. Thanks for doing the net. We appreciate it. KG4ILV.
Yeah, very good. That was Jack in Donaldson. Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor. Yeah, I don't. It's funny because I'm the same way, Jack. I texted you, and it wouldn't have mattered if I called since you're outside. But I don't hang my hat on that phone for texting or phones. Somebody will say, "Did you get my text?" I go, "No, I didn't." Well, listen, I don't always have it on me. Sometimes it's just sitting in the bedroom. I ignore it. I don't. It's not like I have a business here.
Yeah, same here since I'm retired.
What I'm saying? It's not important. It's important that I talk to people that want to talk to me, but I don't get that many calls. All right. Anyway, that was Jack and Donaldson. Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor. By the way, also Chris checked in about 4 minutes to 8 p.m. tonight, so he was an early check-in. Anybody else late check-in?
Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie.
Hey, Robin, you got the strength to make it down the stairs into the shack?
Yeah, I've been up and down the stairs 2 or 3 times today. Thanks.
Awesome. I know you got railing on that stairs. Is there? Well, at least the ones I know of. But do you have to use anything else?
No. I just move slowly and carefully. Don't want to break anything loose.
No, I know what you're saying. When I had my surgery, I didn't even want to cough.
I don't want to cough. God help me if I have to sneeze.
That's what I'm saying. It's horrible. Well, I'm glad you're up and about, and I didn't know that was who Dennis was talking to earlier today. So, yeah, it was good to. Had you not heard from Danny, Whiskey Echo 4 Echo?
I haven't heard from Danny in a couple of months.
Oh yeah, apparently he's been pretty busy, but he was on the air recently, within the last week or so.
Well, it's good news, yeah. I think you know that he and I used to work together at TNN. We became fast friends. That hasn't changed.
Well, you know darn well that I come here and I hear about people who worked either at TNN or at Opulent, and it seems like everybody I've met has at one time worked for TNN or operated?
It was a popular place to be. You know, it was a point of pride for the whole city. Uh, I'd go out of town, you know, here and there, meet people on vacation and what have you. And, you know, just general conversation. Well, where do you work? Well, where are you from? Nashville. Oh yeah, man, I'd love to go to the Opry. I've been to the Opry a couple of times. What do you do there? I said, well, I work at TNN. I'm on the engineering staff. Oh really?
Yeah, that would be yeah, that would be very pertinent to other people who aren't from this area, particularly the people who enjoy this, you know, the country music or the Nashville itself, because that was a center of activity. Well, it still is to some degree.
Yeah, but it's a shell. What do you think? Anyway, that's all. That's all good memory stuff. I'm glad to be able to be back on the air.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. Good you're there. So how you feeling? Okay? I mean, well, it's obviously not been perfect, but you must be feeling better than you were.
I feel much better. I'm just weak. Um, and like I said in the email and text message earlier today, I'm having to eat about 6 times a day. Just small meals, snacks in between, that sort of stuff. Try to walk, move around. Can't stay stationary for more than half an hour or so. I'm having trouble sleeping too, but I had to go, you know, down here in the shack this morning, fell asleep somewhere around 12 o'clock. Danielle came down here to check on me. You're asleep. I said, yeah. I said, think you ought to go take a nap? I said, yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of adjustments physically. I know it from my own experience, and mine wasn't as intense as yours was, but you know, laying around for any length of time. In your case, it's a better part of 8. Well, let's see, it was 6 or 7 days, and plus adding surgery to that, the body goes into this deterioration quickly on muscles and structure.
Yeah, it does. I lost 7 pounds. I don't know how much of that went into the pathology bucket. It's got to be a couple of 3 pounds. But, you know, living on ice chips and popsicles for 4 or 5 days post surgery didn't help either. You know, staying in the bed most of the time.
Well, it's not like you needed to lose weight.
That's right.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm glad you're up and around. Well, you know the standing offer here from me, and I'm sure others as well. If you need anything, just let us know.
I appreciate it very much. Might have to call on you here and there too. Before I went to the hospital, I took my big monitor upstairs and put it in the bedroom or guest bedroom where I thought I was going to be spending a lot of time. And now that I'm back down here in the basement, I need it back. But it's a 40-inch monitor, and I can't carry it back down here.
Okay, just let me know.
Will do. Carry on. K4IDC.
Yeah, very good. That was Robin, or is Robin. He's back in the shack today. He was on earlier, I understood. He had surgery last week, and he's recovering and doing, I guess, very well. Good to have back on the air, Robin. It was Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie, and he's that's on the east side of Percy Priest Lake, just over the line there in Hermitage, south of me. Who else is late checking?
KO4 HSD.
Hello, David.
Hello, Paul. I was trying out a new antenna tonight.
Well, it's doing pretty good. You're at S9 here with a good audio.
Okay. I think before with my other antenna, I was about 7, but I guess I was interested in, you guys were talking earlier to Roy, OKE, and talking about his antenna, and had some kind of questions on that.
All right. Anything good?
Well, the question, I've got 3 guys all in the same area. You know, Michael YRF is about 15 miles from me. It was showing Roy at about 21 miles in the same direction, and then David in TAW. David and Michael coming in like plus 20 and plus 35, but Roy is just breaking squelch with me. He's a little bit further, but just kind of interested in the signal was totally different from Roy.
Yeah, it is interesting. Well, I don't know where the difference is between the antennas and the locations there, like between, because David is in Madison and N5TAW, and so is Roy, as you know. So, and Roy doesn't have the antenna that, for instance, Michael has there in Belshire. So there's going to be and you hear Michael pretty well, right?
Oh yeah, Michael's about plus 20, and David's like plus 35. But like I said, they're all in the kind of same area. But I just heard you guys uh, talking off the YouTube about his antenna and stuff. So I'm just kind of curious. I need to go back and listen to that audio on the YouTube.
Yeah, which antenna are you using now? I don't remember.
Just put up a Comet GP6 outside. Right now it's about 30 feet elevation. I've got a mast that will go up another 14 feet, but I'm just trying to kind of be a little profile with the neighbors here.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest problems is not drawing attention to yourself with a big antenna.
Yeah, but I am hearing a lot more folks and stuff, so I think I'm heading in the right direction.
Yeah, no, that's good. And again, depending upon what your limitations are, whether that's an elevation issue or an antenna issue, there's a certain point where you have to say, okay, I got to live with what I got because I'm not putting up a 100-foot tower.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I can push it up higher, but I don't know that I'm going to chance that right now. So I just kind of go with what I got here and see what I get in future net. Appreciate your net here, Paul, and I'll turn it over back to you.
Well, one of the options, David, and I haven't done it myself, but I can see how it would be relatively easy to do. Relatively, it wouldn't be real expensive. Is especially in neighborhoods where there's a deed restriction, they can't see if you put up an antenna at night. You know, if you can hang something from a tree and pull it up with a pulley system into a tree, or if you can get it up higher on a push-up pole, and they've got some pretty big push-up pole, that might be part of the answer.
Yeah, I've thought about that. Thought about also getting a pet monkey that could carry it up in the neighbor's tree for me there, but wife won't go for
that. Yeah. I don't know which one is better. I don't know quite the difference. I don't know whether it's a chimpanzee or you actually just want one of them lowland gorillas. They look pretty strong, those the silverbacks.
Yeah, I don't know there, but that's not a option here.
Yeah, very good. That was David. Oh, that is David. Kilo Oscar 4 Hotel Sierra Delta, and he's in Nashville. I think it's actually Bellevue, isn't it?
Yes, Bellevue.
Yeah, very good. I think I just looked it up. That's why it caught my eye, and I knew better. But it shows your address is Nashville. But I guess everybody who's in Nashville Davidson is called Nashville, aren't they?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those oddities out here. Some out of Bellevue, some out of Nashville.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I get it. What's funny though is that there are places that I've lived in Florida where they're in an unincorporated area. It isn't even it's like, I don't know if you're in, Bellevue is not incorporated. Well, it is. It's part of the Nashville metro. But what I'm saying is that I've seen places that are like near Tampa, but they don't have a Tampa. They don't show Tampa. It says the actual post office address that services them as their address, even though it's not a town.
Yeah, post office is very high. Leave it to the government.
Oh yeah. Yeah, very good. Anyway, David, Kilo Oscar 4 Hotel Sierra Delta in Bellevue. Who else is any late checking? Any place, anywhere, please come down. We got to get going here. No rush. Any late check-ins? Any lollygaggers, lurkers, or sandbaggers? No flat earthers, preppers, or end-time survivalists? All right. No capital capital insurgents. Insurgents, that's what it is. All righty, we're going to move right on then to 144.240 unless there's somebody wants to check in. All righty, we're moving over to 144.240. That's upper sideband, and I'll be there momentarily. K4PW. Say again? Who is that?
James, I want to know how many check-ins you had tonight.
27.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, I can publish it, but anyway, we're good. All right, thanks, James. Moving over to 144.240. This is K4PEW, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on sideband on 2 meters. Please come now. Let's say we're starting from the wherever I started. From the south, please come now. All right, over to the east. From the north, please come now.
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo.
I've already got you in there, Frank. I'm sure there's somebody there. They just haven't switched over there yet. Anyway, good to have you in there. That's Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. Who else is, we'll try again, south or east? Anybody north, please come now. Nobody else north, please come now. Anybody west, please come now. Okay, hold on. I got the N5TAW. That's David in Madison. I heard KG4ILB, Jack in Donaldson. Was there another station in there?
KM4YRS.
Is there another station that matters?
No.
All right. Got Michael in there from Belshire. Who else is west? Anybody else west? Got nothing. All right. Well, very good. That was pretty slim, but we'll take it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations on 144.240. Sure there aren't any more before we move over to 6 meters? All righty. We're going to move over to 6 meters. And Michael, if you would make that announcement on 2 meters, I'd appreciate it.
Will do. KM4YRS.
All righty. And that's Michael's the vice president of where we don't have any officials. We're moving over to 50.135. All right, this is K4PEW with a 6 meter portion of the net starting from the south. Please come now. Sure is quiet. Anybody south or east? I hear somebody off frequency. Is there somebody out there? 50.135. 50.135. Anybody south or east or north?
Romeo, Kilo.
Did you ever hear that station that sounded off frequency?
Yeah, I think this happened last time. There's somebody having a conversation a little bit away.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Hope we're not bothering them too much. But we're not going to be here long, I don't think. Who else is south, east, or north? How about west? Please come now.
KM4YRS, Mike in Belshire.
Anybody good? Michael, we got Michael, KM4YRF in Belshire. Who else is west?
KG4LV, Jack and Donaldson.
All right, Jack, we got you in there solid. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Anybody else? West? Anybody anywhere, any place? Please come now. Nothing heard. We had a big total of 4. It's getting slim, but it's all right. We're all good. I'd rather people actually spend time with their families than talking to me. And anyway, we had me in there and Frank, and we had Jack, and we had Michael. Nice little group. And then on 6 meters, on 2 meters, we had me and Frank and David and Jack and Michael. So we were doing good. And then 27 on the 2 meter side. Well, very good. Everybody have a good night. We'll catch you guys on the air somewhere. K4PEW. Say, who's that? Is that David? Ah, very good. I was wondering if you were going to check, and were you having difficulty hearing people tonight?
Well, I got a
All right, very good. No, you're doing okay though. I mean, I can hear you now. It's a little light copy though.
Yeah, it's a corner on the end, but it's just not out to open, so it doesn't do that great.
All right, guys. Well, you got a decent. I mean, there's signal levels about maybe 1 to S2, but just not as good as I would expect it to be.
That's not true.
All right, very good. Good to have you in there, David. I'm going to go out and close out the net unless there's somebody else out there. Nothing heard. Closing out the net. K4PW. Appreciate everybody being there.
Good job, Paul.
Yeah, you're just saying that because it makes you feel better.
See y'all 2 meters.
Oh.